Hi, everyone, and welcome to the SmartBear community interviews. And today's interview is part of the Inside Zephyr online community event that we have in the Zephyr communities. Over the course of this event, you will not only meet the Zephyr team, but will also learn a lot of cool stuff about test management. We will talk about test management trends and what's going on currently in the industry, and also take a deep dive into the Zephyr products. Our today's guest is Divya, and she is a QA lead for Zephyr Enterprise at SmartBear. Zephyr Enterprise, in case you didn't know, is a robust standalone test management solution. And it can not only import data from Jira, but it can also connect and consolidate data from multiple Jira instances within your organization. And I'm really excited to have Divya on this interview because she knows a lot of great things and she can share a lot of how SmartBear does quality assurance. Without further ado, hi Divya, how are you?
Hi, Sonia. I'm good. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you so much. We're really happy to have you on this interview. And could you introduce yourself and tell us what is your job and what is your role at SmartBear?
Yeah. So, as you said, myself, Divya. So, I'm a QA lead for the Zephyr Enterprise team. So, I've been working here since 6 years. So, I involve usually in grooming, so sprint planning sessions, and I also plan and estimate the testing timeline so that everything works accordingly as per the plan and goes well as per the plan so that we can release it on time. Also, we coordinate with developers to discuss the any if any feature is taken up. So to discuss the scenarios, we coordinate with developers every day for my team. If they come up with any doubts or questions, so I make sure that it is resolved on. I mean, it is resolved as soon as possible. A solution has been given for them so that they are not stuck in any kind of technical things. So
Mhm.
these are the things I do.
Yeah, a lot of responsibilities as one would expect from a QA lead role. So you collaborate, you coordinate things to make sure everything is working great. Okay, and how did you become a QA lead?
So I've been working for Zephyr for around maybe for 4 years. I was as a QA engineer. Then like usually focus on the work. I give my 100% in everything. So I try to complete my things on time. So in that way, I just got promoted to a QA lead so that I've got more responsibility in me and taking care of a team. So taking care of a team is not a small thing. Actually, we have to coordinate with team, and here and there some kind of misunderstanding or issues will be there. So we have to resolve and good, and then there should be a proper communication within the team. So that way, it is.
Mhm. This is a good advice actually for everyone who wants to get a promotion real bad. You really need to give it 100%, as you said, and to be responsible. And this is how you move upwards in your career. Yeah, this is like the only way. You cannot cheat your way through it. You need only to put a lot of effort into this. And what
It
is
should
Mhm.
be like your performance should not decrease, so it should increase day by day. So in that way, your team members are also motivated by seeing you. So in that case, it would help actually.
Mhm. And I like how you said, like not you should always perform at the same speed, but you need to actually increase the quality and
Yeah.
increase the work that you do, and this is how you become better and motivate your team. This is a really good idea. And what is the most rewarding part of your work? What do you like to do most?
Um, Reward is like when it comes to day work. So I handle a team of like 5 members. I under are there in under Zephyr QA team. So in that case, if any one of the team member is stuck in between, like they're not able to proceed further with
Mhm.
testing, or they got any sort of issue, so get in a call with them, resolve it as soon as possible, or try to understand the problem or do the risk analysis. this kind of things, and also like coordinate with developers, understand the if any kind of feature is taken, understand the feature, discuss the scenarios, what needs to be done, and from our side what needs to be done, and how it should be done. So this kind of discussion will happen, or get in a call within your team every day. We have a stand-up call. So
Mhm.
in that case, we have engaged ourselves in that call and discuss the issues, or discuss the problem, or how it can be done in a better way. This kind of things we will be doing on a day-to-day work, on a daily work.
Okay. And what about self-development and self-education? How do you prefer to self-educate?
Self education, as everyone knows, Udemy is one of the global learning marketplace. So there are a lot of online courses. So I also undergone courses. So I have undergone courses like Cucumber BDD, API Rest Assured, so which have been used for my automation script, and which is being implemented. So this helps a lot in my day to day automation tasks, so that with learning you can add more thing, and you can increase the
Mhm.
quality of the automation script. So in that case we can add more scenarios. So most of our things we have been automated. So that online courses help me a lot in writing the script, or in automating the scenarios. So it is helpful in our testing as well, day to day testing.
So online courses. Yes, I prefer to do some online education myself because it is easy and you can also find even like great free courses.
Yeah.
And mhm, it's a pretty solid way to self-educate. And let's return to your day-to-day work. Um, could you speak a bit about the approaches that your team uses for quality assurance? Like maybe some tips and tricks to people who are testing things.
So when it comes to quality, so we always, as a QA team or as a testing team, we always focus on the quality of the product. So we have to make sure that our product works on all the supported environment. So for this, in order to avoid manual tasks, so like usually if we get any kind of new feature, so we have to perform a regression kind of testing. So in that
Mhm,
case, to avoid the manual effort, so we have automated like around 60 to 70% of the regression by we have automated using the API one. So we run it on a daily basis, so that we make sure that nothing has been broken, so all things
mhm,
work as expected. And when it comes to a new feature, like every release we have 3 to 4, or it depends actually. So these kind of new feature when it comes, so we coordinate with developers, we figure out the test scenarios early, so that we don't miss anything, and we try to give 100%, and we make sure that all the defects and all the bugs are covered in the testing phase itself. And once the feature is developed completion, development is completed, so we start our testing, we perform system testing, integration testing, functional testing. So once the feature is tested, then
mhm,
we also automate these new feature test scenarios, so that it will be useful for our next release. And we also perform performance testing to make
uh-huh,
sure to make sure the performance of the product is good. And also we perform different we run the test in different supported OS, and we run the test in different supported browsers, so that we make sure it doesn't break anywhere, so it works in all the supported environments, so that we deliver a quality product for the end users at the end finally.
Yeah, thank you for the thorough description of the processes because I think that clearly to have a good product, a high quality product, you have to do a lot of testing and you need to really put your mind into how to make this process smooth and also to really plan beforehand to communicate everything with the developers thoroughly.
Yeah.
This is what's like one of the most important parts. And I know that prioritization is a big thing, and this is exactly what you're doing. Like when you talk to developers, you first understand the areas you need to test.
The areas we need to test, and that that feature will have some impact also, so we make sure that is also not broken. So we test the impacted areas as well, so that it doesn't miss out, I mean, it doesn't lead to any sort of production issues. So we make sure like all the things are covered during the testing phase, and all things works properly, so that a quality product is being delivered. As part of SmartBear, you see, like we always focus on quality of the product. So Zephyr is one of the leading product. So it is good to use Zephyr. We ourselves use Zephyr, so we manage everything in Zephyr itself. We ourselves store our test and perform our test, and we ourselves use Zephyr on daily basis, so that we are also experiencing like what the customers I mean experience. We ourselves are the customers for us, so we also use Zephyr. So
Oh, this is very interesting, actually. And one of the best things to do is actually to test your tools with your own tools. This is what's
yeah,
happening, right?
yeah,
Okay. And this way you're the first-hand user of something and you know about everything, all the possible areas for improvement, for example. I'm really happy to learn about that. This is really cool. And I think that wraps it up. Thank you so much for this interview. It's been really nice talking to you, a lot of interesting things. And see you.
thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.